Okay, today we're going to be installing this LED headlight for the 2021 KTM 500. This is not the KTM factory Power Parts catalog LED headlight, although it looks identical to me. I'm not sure. This could be from the supplier, it could be overrun. I just don't know. This one is about $60 or $50 shipped to my door. So about a third of the price of the KTM light. I haven't seen the KTM Power Parts one in person, so I don't have that to compare to, but this looks identical in pictures to it. It comes with some basic instructions online for the pinout, and it comes with a new connector once you decide how you want to pin it, whether you want to have it on the low beam switch or the high beam switch. And that's it. So I will bring the bike around and we will install this. It'll only take probably about 10 minutes. It seems to be a pretty simple install. If you find the video useful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscriber button down below, and that will help our channel out and keep the videos coming. I will put a link to this product down below in the description as well. I have no affiliation with them at all, so I will follow up this video with some reviews after I have 20 or 50 or 100 hours on it and tell you how it's held up. So I will bring the bike around and we will start this. Okay, so now we have the bike out. I'm not even going to put it on the center lift stand. I don't need to do that for this. I took the plastic protective coating off of the LED headlight, and that's where it's going to fit. Just like that. To do the job, it's pretty basic tools. Screwdriver, some Torx bits. I have a little screwdriver for the plug, a voltmeter, and some tape. So that's it. Should go pretty quickly. We're just going to snap off the front number plate. This is probably the hardest part about the job, is getting this number plate free. I swear it's almost like an origami thing. Sometimes to get the headlight back in, that's for sure, after it. So, there we go. Now, to remove the headlight, we have these two, I think they're T20s, I'm not sure, Torx screws, the connector, and the, so yeah, right now my bike has a daytime running light on it, and that's going to not be the case once I switch to this LED light. So all I'm going to be doing is connecting off of this main connector with a new connection here, and I'm going to run it off of the high beam switch. I've decided low beam will be off, high beam will be when the headlight is on. That way I have an indicator on my dash that the headlight is on. And then if I want to run additional lights, if I do decide to do some night riding and I need to add additional lights, I can always change the wiring. It's not that big a deal. So there we go. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is disconnect the main, and then this is my LED turn signal flasher, so we can disconnect that too. There's another video, I'll put a link on how to install the LED turn signals. So I just got to find the right Torx bit. Nope. These are actually tamper bits, but the Torx works fine on them. There we go. And I'm just going to use a screwdriver. So we remove those two, And this third one was an adjustable one, so you can adjust the angle of the headlight. And now we just pop it out. See which way I do this without breaking anything. There we go. And that's it. That is the factory assembly out. And we'll put this one in. And I have decided I'm going to do this first, assemble the headlight mask, and then I will check the voltage on the plug to see which one is high beam and low beam. And this is a pretty nice setup. If I dislike it, I can easily switch back. You saw how easy it is to take that assembly out. So that is not a concern to. Let's see, where's the hole for this one? Because it's an LED and I'm using it daytime, I am going to try to keep it angled nice and low so I don't affect any oncoming traffic. But the first thing I'm running into is these screws are pretty tight. I guess it's because it's the first time screwing them to the new housing. I'm trying to do it slow. I don't want to crack the plastic, obviously. I guess they're fine. I guess it's just more a case of it's tighter than the one I just pulled off, so it just made me hesitate applying pressure to it. But they seem to be settling in just fine. And so there we go. That is the new headlight assembly. It looks slick. Fits perfect. And then that's gonna go just like that. Nice. So let's test which one is high and which one is low. I could also just find out online, look it up, but just thought I'd do it myself. And I think it's brown is going to be my negative, and I think blue is my high beam, so that's where I'm checking right off the bat. And I gotta start the bike. Okay, so I have nothing now. Now I got 13 when I go to high beam. So that is correct. Blue is high beam, brown is negative. And then you have a white and a green, which are low beam and daytime running lights, both 14 volts. And this one goes to 14 so blue goes to 14 once I turn on the high beam. And then I get my indicator on my dash, a blue light. So that's what I'm doing. There we go. Should be my pinout. We will test this. So here we go. I'll get to where you can see the dash, hopefully. So we're going to start it. I am in low beam, so I have no light. I'm going to flip to high beam, and there we go. And I got Sorry about that, it's pretty bright. I got an indicator on my dash, the blue light, the blue high beam indicator, and that's my headlight. You can kind of see it on the wall. It seems pretty focused. It seems sure bright in daylight, so I'm going to go ahead and shut it off and we're going to finish this. I am going to do a comparison with my friend's 500, the exact same bike, and we will get both of them out at night on the street and do a comparison of the light output between his factory one and this LED one. I thought that would be the best, so I'll put a link up on top to that test, because I think just taking a video or a photo one after another, or one before and one after, doesn't really do anything, because the camera just adjusts to the new light, and I'm not a camera expert, so I can't really know how to stop it from doing that. So let's see, it definitely has more room now, so the wires, that's a super bonus. The wires are not getting jammed up in there to put the number plate back on. That is worth the upgrade to me right off the bat. So what I'm talking about is, here's the old one, and you can see this section here for the bulb sticks out a good 1.5 inches, and down in there, I don't know if you can see that, but there is nothing sticking out behind the LED. I always had a problem getting this up inside here to flip it back on, because it was hitting all the wiring harness. I hate how KTM's wiring harness is done, but that's another story. So anyway, eliminating that is a super bonus to me. So let's just get this. Get the throttle cable back in. There we go. Get this last strap. There we go. Now it is 100%. Okay, I'll start it up again. Turn on the lights. There we go. That, I don't know how it looks on the camera, but that is pretty bright. I think you will definitely see that from a distance for sure. I will have to mess with the angle. Yeah, see, I'm down all the way, so we'll see how that works. And I'm just going to double check the turn signals to make sure I didn't screw anything up. Got the blinkers back. Got the LED blinker still hooked up. So, turn signals. I also have a link, I'll put a link up on top to these LED turn signal install. That was like $30 or $40 total cost, and pretty doggone slick. So there we go. That is it. I don't know, probably took longer talking about it than installing it, that's for sure. There it is. Let me shut off the bike. There it is. That's what it looks like. Very nice. Alright, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will respond, I always do. And I will follow this up with a review. I'm headed to the motocross track tomorrow for 2 or 3 hours of training. And then I'll do some off-piste riding this weekend. So I should get 10 or 15 hours on this in the next week. I'll tell you how this thing holds up. And if I have any problems with this assembly, I will definitely let you know. So great. Thanks for watching. Yeah, let me go up here and see what's... Hold on, let me just cruise through here. Just gonna see what's at the end of this field.